Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Crypto Invest. Before we start, I want to say that this is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice. Today, I want to talk about one of the cryptocurrency that is currently on a top 10 list. A lot of people don't think it belongs there. There are mixed opinions about that coin. Some people believe in it and some people don't believe in it. So, I am talking about nothing further than Ripple. No, not BitConnect. We are not going to talk about BitConnect today. So we're going to talk about Ripple today. Specifically, we are going to talk about, what is the deal with Ripple? Why are some YouTubers and some people exclude Ripple from the list of the top 3? Even though by market cap, Ripple is on the top 3 based on coin market cap. There's an ongoing debate about Ripple. Specifically about Ripple XRP, the cryptocurrencies, and Ripple, the technology, RippleNet. So before we start, I do have a video about what is Ripple. So if you're not familiar with what is Ripple, take a look at that video. Today, I want to focus on, why Ripple receive a lot of hate from the community and what is the deal with Ripple, XRP, and RippleNet. So let's get into it. So first, let's talk about Ripple, the technology. So what is Ripple? So Ripple, the company, essentially offering banks a technology, a software called ILP. So what this technology allow banks to do is allow the banks to transfer money between banks with very little fees. Because it doesn't have to get transferred 2 to 3 times into different fiat currencies, thus saving a lot of fees. Ripple only need to be transferred between bank A to bank B, and then that bank B will then just transfer it into the fiat currency of their choice once. Now, the big difference here is that Ripple, the technology, does not use XRP, which is the Ripple coin, which is this one here. So Ripple XRP is not needed for the banks to use the Ripple technology. So XRP, the cryptocurrency, is an option for the bank to use, but at the moment, a lot of banks are not using it because it's too volatile at the moment. Now, the cryptocurrency XRP is not all useless. It is a really fast way to transfer money, and there is some benefits of using Ripple XRP versus something else. Now, the success of Ripple, the company, doesn't tie directly with the cryptocurrency XRP, meaning that Ripple, the company, can success and the Ripple XRP can fail. Meaning the company can make a lot of money and Ripple can essentially go to zero. That is a possibility. That is why a lot of people doesn't advocate Ripple XRP, because the banks are not forced to use Ripple XRP at the moment. However, the other way around, if Ripple XRP is successful, then Ripple company will be successful. So when you buy the Ripple cryptocurrency, you are buying another cryptocurrency, essentially an altcoin. Its advantages are fast transaction times, high liquidity, and finally the various exchanges it's currently on. So Ripple are widely accepted on a lot of exchanges. So I want to iterate that you are not buying the cryptocurrencies that the banks are currently using to transfer their money. So the banks are not buying XRP at the moment, and you should not expect the bank to buy up the lot of XRP in the near future. Perhaps that can be true in the future, that the bank does utilize XRP, and when you are buying Ripple XRP, you are betting on the future that the bank gonna adopt that cryptocurrencies, and if it does, the value XRP can go up, and if it doesn't, the value can go down and essentially to zero. So I want everyone to be aware of that. Now, Ripple does have a pretty strong team, and the team are pretty connected with the banks. They constantly trying to find new banks that are willing to adopt the technology, and they constantly pushing the banks to using Ripple, the cryptocurrencies. Now, if you believe in the team, if you believe they can deliver on their promise, that the technology are solid, and the fact that they have the ability to get the bank to adopt to use Ripple XRP, then it is a decent bet in my opinion. But do aware of the risk that there is a chance that Ripple XRP will just not be adopted because the bank may have better options. Another reason why a lot of people are not a fan of Ripple is because if you look at the circulating supply, It is 38 billion currently of XRP in the market. However, the max supply is actually 100 billion, and these cryptocurrencies are somewhat centralized, and it is already pre-mined, meaning that mining is not happening anymore. So what happened to the other, say, 62 billions? And the other 62 billion Ripple currently is being held by Ripple Lab, the company, and they are releasing that supply into the market slowly. I think about 1 billion Ripple per month, if I'm correct. So the prices you are seeing here, the 26 cents per Ripple, are heavily controlled by the team. And I don't blame them for that. If they flood 100 billion Ripple into the market, it's gonna dilute this price by quite a bit, by about, I would say, 1/3. So the price would be 1/3 of what it is because the supply rise to 3 times the current supply, roughly. So in closing, is Ripple good or bad? I mean, that is up to you. It is up to your risk tolerance. There are risks and there are rewards with investing in Ripple. Well, let's first talk about the good. The good is that Ripple does have a solid team. They are constantly adding new members and they are pretty active. They are adding more banks onto the platform and they are constantly pushing the Ripple cryptocurrency to be adopted. I mean, just like any other cryptocurrency, Ripple XRP is very volatile. But, even with the max supply here, the team does a good job, in my opinion, to control inflation. So, therefore, Ripple price is somewhat stable, and I'm thinking it's going to be stable for a while until a significant amount of supply are released to the market. And if they succeed at getting a lot of adoption for Ripple XRP, the fact that Ripple is fairly cheap at the moment, cheap in terms of it's still under $1, it's not cheap in terms of the market cap. So I want to make that clear. There is a chance that you can see Ripple work a whole lot more in the future. Now, I want to make that also clear that that is a bet you are betting on. On the flip side, the banks have a choice not to adopt Ripple, and if so, Ripple won't succeed, even though the company Ripple Lab succeed. And there's a chance that Ripple at some point is going to release more XRP into the market than they currently promise, and that's definitely going to dilute the price a lot. It is up to the team to make that decision. It's not up to you. So you are taking a lot of risk investing in Ripple, and it's all dependent on whether or not you trust the team. So it's at the end of the day, I know there are a lot of haters, a lot of believers in Ripple, but just think about it's not much different than a lot of cryptocurrencies in the sense that if you invest in something like, for example, EOS, and you believe in EOS, for example, EOS is just currently a white paper. It doesn't have a mainnet. It doesn't have a lot of things going on at the moment. So you investing in the future. You are a believer of the team. You believe in the idea. So if you like the idea of Ripple and you believe in the team, then if this is fall within your risk tolerance, then I say sure, it is for you. If you don't believe in a somewhat centralized cryptocurrencies, you don't believe in the team, you don't believe in the idea, then it's not for you. So it all depends. So I hope this video clear up some confusion about Ripple XRP and Ripple, the company. I know a lot of YouTubers are for it, a lot of people are against it. I'm not for it or against it. I believe in dollar cost averaging and diversification, so I do diversify into Ripple just in case. But I do diversify into a lot of other cryptocurrency too. So I don't hate any cryptocurrencies. I'm just an investor. So with that, I hope you find this information useful. And if you do, please hit like because it does help other people find the same information. And have a good weekend. I will talk to you later. Bye bye.